Good morning, welcome in my channel, and thank you so much for taking your time at watching my videos. My name is Valbona, and I'm gonna talk to you today about the expectations when we put the property on the market. In my previous video, I talked about days on the market, and just a very quick refreshing about that. Days on the market are exactly for how long the property is staying on the market before getting an offer. I usually tell to my clients every time that I list a property and I put it on MLS for them to sell, upfront I tell them that there are only three outcomes when we put the property on the market. And the first one is that at the moment that we put the property on the market, so we are going to have a lot of showings, a lot of interest on the property, and as a result, so we are going to get an offer. In the market that we are living right now, so these things are happening very, very fast. Maximum it's 1 or 2 weeks and the property is sold. But generally speaking, in a regular or let's say normal market, when the property takes a little bit longer to sell, so this is probably going to happen maybe in 3-4 weeks or even longer. Always depends on the location of the property. But the most important thing beside the location, it's the price. So in the first case or first scenario, when the property gets a lot of showings and also we get an offer on the property, so it means that we have priced the property correctly. And this is not a price that I decide, or definitely it's the seller's decision, but it is assigned or it is guided from the market value of the property based on the property conditions, physical situation, physical conditions, and also the property, the location where the property is located. So this is the best case scenario. We put the property on the market, a lot of showings, a lot of interest. We got an offer, basically a very good offer, so everybody's happy. We close it 30 to 40 to 45 days. The second scenario that I really want to talk to you about is when we put the property on the market, and of course we get a lot of interest and a lot of showings, a lot of buyers coming around, and they are looking the property, they like it, but we do not get an offer at all. So we have to think, why is that? The reason basically is that we as the realtors in our industry, we say that there are only two reasons or two factors that a property might not get sold. The first one is the marketing. So we have to market the property correctly, so every possible buyer interested in the property and also can afford the price of the property can see that this property is on the market right now. So basically marketing the property at the right way. And also the second factor, it's the price. So when it comes to the price, there are so many things to take into the account, and most of the sellers, so everybody that owns a home, they also believe, because of the history and the attachment they have with the property, probably they lived there for a long time, like 20 years, 15 years, 10 years, so a lot of memories there. And most of the homeowners think that their property is the best one and have the best features to get sold quickly and for the price that they decide to do that. But beside all of that, so we have to take into the account that it's also the market value. So market value dictate what price it's, if the price is higher and cannot be sold, or the price it's lower and we get multiple offers and we probably get higher than the asking price. So in the second scenario, when the property is really high, we put it on the market, so we have a lot of showings, a lot of interest on the property, so that definitely if the marketing is done correctly, and you can go through a checklist with your realtors the moment that you list the property, you can see how it's the marketing, how the marketing is done. So the second thing might be the price. So definitely you have to do some comps around, or maybe a new property, probably in the same condition as yours, hit the market, so the competition the market gets competitive. So probably you have to check on the price and also run the comps with your realtor. In the third scenario, the third expectation when we put a property in the market, it's basically when the property hits the market, we do not have any showings, no interest, and of course none offers. So why is that? I mean, the same factors have to taken into the account, marketing and also the pricing. But based on my experience with my clients, so when I face this third scenario, like no offers, no showing, no interest, I definitely have educated my clients and they know the situation. But what they really think and why we put the property in the market with a higher price, it's because they think, okay, let's try the market. And then after that, if we get a lower of offer or whatever, we discuss the offers that are coming in. But the truth is that the market doesn't work like that. So if a buyer is going to see the property with a higher price, they probably are not going to waste the time and come and see the property and thinking like, okay, I probably might go $5,000 lower, maybe $10,000 lower. Buyers do not think like that. They think like I'm have a certain amount of time. I know when I want to move, because most of them they are renters, they are tenants, so they are paying rental, and they also have to let their landlords know about the move. So their time is precious too. So the way they think is they want to go see the property, and sometimes in their mind it's like, wow, this property is priced like $25,000 more, so how lower I'm going on my offer. This probably is going to be the waste of time. So as a conclusion, I really do want to emphasize that pricing the property correctly, it's not only going to impact your days on the market, as I explained in the previous video, but it's also impacting you to get much better offers and not wasting your time as well, and also get better qualified buyers for your home. There are so many buyers that they probably will tolerate the price a little bit, but they might have contingencies in appraisal and inspections, or there are so many cases that we walk and we go toward the closing date and the buyer cannot perform for many reasons that I probably will discuss those in another video in the future and see how this impacts you. But basically, so I just wanted to talk to you about the expectation when you put the property in the market, and basically are three. Just to sum up, the first scenario is the best one. We are on the market, a lot of showings, a lot of buyers, we get a lot of offers, and the seller got to choose the best one. The second scenario, it's when we get a lot of showings, a lot of interest, but we do not get any offer, and I explained the reasons for that. And the third scenario is when we do not get showings, no interest, and of course we do not get any offer at all. So listen to the video, and I explained how to solve all these three scenarios. And if you have any other questions, I would like for me to hear any specific topic that you are interested as sellers. So I will be more than happy to go over it, and based on my expertise and all the experience I have as a realtor, so I'm trying to help you with that. Have a blessed day. Talk to you soon. Bye.